So shout out to folks, John Lee Long, and I'm not at the Hobo Depot. Alright, so look, actually, I'm at the first place I ever done a video. This same exact spot. And the coolest thing was, I was using a black Fender Jazz that I had just put together, and it was my first video for YouTube. It's like 2010, something like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm back at this spot again, but with another Jazz and another kind of amp. All right, so here is my 1978 Fender Jazz. She's got a lot of war paint, but she's still shiny. She's shiny. All right, so look. So check this out. So I decide, when I was in the shop, I decided that I wanted to hype it up a little bit. Now, naturally, this Jazz sounds amazing. Naturally, right? With the original pickups in it, no preamp, no nothing. But I was in the shop and I said, Lord, what am I gonna do with this bass? And God spoke to me. He's like, man, look, you got this. I'm gonna show you something. And then he took me right to this preamp, which I forgot I had. That preamp right there. That is an ALEMBIC preamp. Just a regular 3-knob ALEMBIC Jazz preamp. So I took the pickups out too. So the pickups I had in it were stock, and they was a little bit worn out on the weak side, but they still sound good. And then I decided to put in Lindy Fralin's. These are Lindy Fralin's stock pickups. Well, they're stock to y'all, but Lindy always wind my stuff a little bit more than what normal stuff is, because he knows how I like stuff. Plus, he's right down the street. So today I'm coming through my LA 15. I get ready to say LA 12, but it's an LA 15. I am so hyped about this amp, y'all. It was a gift for me. It was a gift. But y'all already seen the other videos, so y'all know what the gift was. All right, so I'm gonna plug this in. Now with the ALEMBIC preamp, it is a what they call a parametric preamp, which I am so overwhelmed with. I love parametric preamps. I like the way they talk with the right pickups and the right bass. I'm not saying that ALEMBIC doesn't make the right bass for their preamp. I'm just saying for jazz basses, this is my second jazz bass with the ALEMBIC preamp in it. Second one. The first one I did a recording early in the 1990s with a guy named BJ Fears. We was at a Bobby Jones and Yolanda Adams concert. I think it's the first time I was seeing Yolanda Adams on stage, and you know, it was just amazing. We was in Texas. I think it's AT&T or whatever it is, whatever college they got now in Texas. That's where we were. Anywho, I was doing a live concert down there, live recording with BJ Fears, and actually I used the ALEMBIC pickups, but not the preamp, just the ALEMBIC pickups. I couldn't believe the cleanliness and the power and the articulation that thing gave me. I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed, actually. So on my amp, which is too loud already, bring it down. All right, so what will happen if I turn? So I'm going to turn everything to like 1. Even the volume is so I got the volume like on 2, but I got the bass, mids, and treble on like crack 0. So I just want you guys to hear what this bass sounds like. So I'm gonna do it, how I always do it. All right, so I'm gonna turn it all bass right now and go to rear pickup. Front pickup, all bass. Okay, both pickups, all bass. Alright, so we're going to take the rear pickup again and we're going to turn it like D10, because it only have 3 knobs. You have front pickup, rear pickup, and bass and treble. So we got it at D10 right now. And front pickup. Okay, and then both pickups. So it still has that Fender Jazz sound, that naturalness of a Fender Jazz, because I got it at D10. So the mixture of the Parametric EQ is probably at D10 right now. So it's a mixture of kind of like a little treble and just a little bass. Nothing overwhelming. Everything is EQ'd equally. Did I say that right? EQ'd equally? Did I say that right? Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to turn both pickups on. And we're going to turn it at like 3/4 to wide open. Now let me show you how this Parametric EQ works. So if you go all the way open, listen at it as I turn it. I love that. It's like a wah wah. Wah wah wah. They're a little on the expensive side, but baby, they sound freaking amazing. And they have so many color tones. It's just actually unbelievable. But anyway, let's turn the bass all the way, treble all the way up. And this is what I think a really 70s jazz should sound like with not a very, very hot preamp. Don't you pray for the Hobo Depot? Pray for the Queen and I. Pray for this world. Pray for the United States in this world. Prayers can change things. I pray for you guys every morning. Now I need for all of y'all to pray for the United States. in this world. Anyway, so there you have it. A 1978 Jazz with the ALEMBIC preamp and Lindy Fralin's pickups. How can you go wrong?